Okay, let's check the link.
Cứ đọc bình tĩnh, nó đang phải load. Em cứ nói chuyện bình thường.
Yes. Yeah. Hi, Iris. Did you receive the script yet?
Yes.
And that would be very great. So I want to check that. Oh, I think now we are live stream. It's gonna hard. I'm sorry for that.
Em nói đi, chung.
Okay, so welcome you to our live stream AMA today, and this is ICOgens YouTube channel. I'm Jenny, and one of the core team member of ICOgens.com. So if you can hear me clearly, then or you want to give comments or opinion, you can chat on the box on the left side, or you can comment on the below section. Yeah, okay, so welcome all the community to our live stream today. First of all, I know that a lot of people wonder what is ICOgens stand for. Then I want to explain a little bit to you. It's the short form of generation of promising ICO projects, and we'll always try our best to bring you the potential ICO project. And at the earliest stage, I'm sorry, a little bit nervous. Yeah. So let's back to our main topic today. You know, recently ICO is a promising market. More and more ICO projects are published every day. So it makes our community, investor, developer find it hard to find a good project. That's why today we are making a live stream AMA with one of the hottest ICO projects. And it didn't reveal much information, but it still catch a lot of attention from our community because of its brilliant idea and also technologies. Right? So can you guess which ICO projects are we talking about? I think you're right. It's Jura Network, right? So I'm really honored to have the president of Jura Network today, Miss Iris Yang, and also Mr. Alex, the CMO of Jura Network, right? I think this is the first ever time our community had the chance to meet both of you, and especially our core team officially. So first of all, please tell a little bit about you. Okay, you can start from Iris, right?
Lady. Yeah, great to be here, Jenny. I'm Iris, the president for Jura. And my background was in finance, it was a banking and fashion. But I've been interested in blockchain space from very early on.
Okay, very nice to talk to you. The first time I have chance to talk to you. And yeah, okay, so how about you, Alex? Can you give some word?
Right. Sure, thanks guys for having me here. My name is Alex, based here in New York City, and I have the business development team for Jura. My background is in medical device development from both the scientific and commercial sides. I got into this protocol level project about 1 year ago due to the significant interest from the community in terms of protocol level projects, as well as how this has the potential to shake up how we think of blockchain as a whole.
Okay, I think both of you have an impressive background. I think so. So first of all, for some people who just come across with Jura Network recently, can you please give us a brief introduction of Jura Network and also your outstanding feature?
Right, sure, I can take this one. So Jura is essentially a new way of thinking about blockchain from the bottom up by designing a new public chain that will have the high speeds necessary to sustain a robust ecosystem while maintaining the security inherent in a decentralized system. So the way we essentially do this is through 4 different innovations that have come together in what we call the Jura protocol. First and foremost is a user-based account DAG that we call the Fusus, followed by a new multi-dimensional consensus mechanism that will evolve over time. This is also rounded out by a dynamics charging technique. And finally, we have our own, the incorporation of our own AI threat detection suite that will be integrated into the system itself.
Okay, so as far as I know, this is the first project with combined blockchain technology and also DAG model, right? But actually, Fusus is a new concept for me. So can you simply explain a little bit about it?
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear that question from over here. Can you repeat that for me, please?
Yeah, okay. I think that Fusus is a new concept for me, for some people. So can you simply explain about it?
Oh, sure. Okay, sure. So the Fusus is essentially a new type of data structure that we've designed that has a new Genesis block being formed every single time a new sending transaction is received. So the Fusus is essentially a hybrid of both DAG and blockchain. And the main advantages here is that it retains the high speeds inherent of the system, regardless if you have a period of high traffic or low traffic.
Yeah.
The exact details of this, you can delve into this in our white paper itself. But this is a very quick, high-level overview of the Fusus itself.
Yeah, okay, so I can see that Jura can solve a lot of problems right now, and I'm sure that people, maybe they learn by heart 3 phases like ultra-fast, right, self-regulated, and commercial scale platform, because they are highlighted on the website. I think so. And a few days ago, we asked the community, what are they curious of Jura Network? And we got some interesting questions. The first one is, what is the meaning of the name Jura Network? And some people say that, is there any relation with Jurassic World?
So, sort of, actually. It's a really cool movie, if you haven't seen it yet. But we got the name from the Jurassic era of Earth's history, a time where a lot of change was happening, both geographically as well as evolutionarily. So the Jurassic period had changed, very similarly to how our protocol has the potential to change how we view blockchain today.
Yeah.
It also serves a reference to the strength and stability of the Jura Mountains located in Central Europe.
Okay, a very important era in our human development, right?
Exactly.
I think that is a really meaningful name. Yes. Okay. So mentioning about the website of Jura Network, we can see that now it's still very simple with basic information, right? So people are asking are you focusing on building the new website, and what kind of new information will be updated?
Yeah, so right now we're working full speed on designing our new website. And for those of you who have been following our project for a while, thank you very much for your patience. The full version should be out around the end of next week, and it's going to contain not just the white paper and one-pager, but more about the team, a brief overview of how our system works, and what kind of progress that we've been making recently. So very excited, we're going to launch the new website soon.
Yeah, I think that is the best news for our community, because there are a lot of rumors about the team, about the testnet, about me, about roadmap, everything. And next week we're gonna have a lot of information, right? Really good.
Yes.
Worth waiting. I think so. So one more question I received a lot is that how long has the project been built, and do you have business registration?
All right, I can take this one, actually. So we are indeed registered in Singapore right now, compared to some of the other DAG-based projects. We're relatively new on the scene.
Okay.
So this project only started earlier this year in January, and we've been being traction with the community for investors as well over the past couple months.
Yeah. Okay, because the community said that it's a little bit hard for them to hear from me. So, yeah. So can you still hear me clearly now?
I hear you beautifully, yep.
Yes, so thank you.
Yeah, I can hear you, yes.
Okay, excellent. So some people, they even asked about that on the Telegram. I follow it and I can see it, and your admin can provide it. I think that will increase the belief in the community a lot. I think so. So let's move to the next question. So this is a really hard one, I think so. What is the difficulties that your team met while in the process of building Jura?
Right, sure. I can take this one as well. So one of the biggest difficulties we've had we faced was since the departure of Victor Tian. At the time, we were still known as Kronos. So it's kind of unfortunate that Victor had to leave us in order to focus on his current job as a hedge fund based here in the United States. And this unfortunately did cause some FUD to pop up. However, the rest of the team, both myself as well as our 5 other co-founders, are still fully committed to this project. And we chose to rebrand as Jura when going public, when we were informed of there were other Kronos blockchain projects out there.
Yeah.
So right now, we're essentially a stronger team under the leadership of our new CEO, Donglin Wu, who unfortunately could not be with us tonight because of some flight complications on his end.
Yeah.
So he's a serial entrepreneur, and as one of Forbes Asia's 30 under 30 in 2016, Donglin brought considerable experience and leadership skills to both the business development side as well as tech. Donglin is a French and American dual citizen with deep roots in China. So he's brought to us this really unparalleled network of international resources necessary to drive our project forward. Furthermore, we've recruited an international team of BD professionals and very enthusiastic ambassadors, such as yourself, Jenny, and we'll be releasing more information on our Medium channel soon.
Yes, and the other difficulty will be coming from our team being spreading around all across the globe. We have people in US and have some people in China. Communication sometimes is not easiest with all the different time zones. However, we figured that whenever the China team goes to bed, the US team will be up and working. So essentially, the whole team, we can work 24 hours pretty much per day and hoping to deliver ahead of our timeline. Right now, we've been made a lot of progress and keep doing what we're doing the best. We're making blockchain better for you guys, our dear supporters.
Yeah, very impressive to hear that. The gap of the time, right? When one team like go to sleep and another will wake up and work. So it means that you work 24 per 24, right? I think that is a very good news, a great news, and also that the community can like contact you every time, right? There will always a team in charge of that. That will be great. And as you mentioned about the team, of course, because meeting a lot of like difficulties, and you can still overcome all of this, which means that you have like I think an outstanding team, right, back there. So can you please tell me a little bit about the team, like how many people are there, and about their background or their experience? I'm sorry.
Sure. I'll take this one. So our tech team is currently led by our CTO, Ma Xiang. He brings a whole range of experiences to the table as a current manager over at Google, as well as formerly from Baidu and Yahoo. He's currently leading up the development of the Fusus Data Structure, which we talked about earlier, while our system architect, Dr. Cameron Wang, brings his expertise in machine learning and pure mathematics to developing the POU consensus mechanism. Their technical expertise is also rounded out by two other team members we have, Jonathan Xu from MIT and Cedar Kwok from Peking University. And they bring a whole range of experience in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data structure design.
Yes, I can see. So I think that as Iris have said, right, next week the new website will be uploaded, and then the information about the team will be there and everyone can see it. But I see that you have an impressive academic background as well as technology experience, right? So that is the question from ICOgens. So now I will look at the comment from the community and let's see what they are curious of about Jura Network. Okay. I can see there are lots of questions here and also a lot of hi, hello from the community. So once again, can you say hi to them?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey guys.
Being here tonight or this morning, depending on where you are.
Yes. Okay, so I can see here the topic, this very hot topic is about KYC and whitelist, you know. Will there be KYC or whitelist, and when will that be?
Yes, there will be whitelist and KYC around August. We'll publish information in all the information in our Telegram channel once it's confirmed. So please stay tuned.
Okay, so now the private service is ongoing, right? And then you will get more information about crowdsale. But also another question is that do you have a plan on the crowdsale? Like how can you choose your investor from KYC based on fairness and quality? Yes. Do you have any plan on that? So
the specific details will be released later as well. Together with the time of the KYC and whitelist.
Okay, so to everyone, just wait a little bit. Then the core team will have the information for you. And one more question is, will the token be locked?
Yes, absolutely. So there are a lockup period of up to 12 months for our pre-sale investors. And the tokens for our team will be vesting over 3 years.
Yes, 3 years. That is a suitable time, I think so. When I research other ICO project, and will unburned token be? Will the unsold token be burned?
So the unsold token won't be burned, but instead used towards the system rewards.
Oh, okay. So it will be considering to be burned or on the reward, right? Yes. Another question here is about the bounty and airdrop program. Yeah. Will there be any bounty, airdrop, referral program in the future?
Yeah, that's always an exciting part, and we'll see that we were very excited to see the rapid organic growth of our community over the past few weeks. And we believe that it's very healthy in long run to have people who truly understand our technology and believe in the future of Jura rather than purely for speculation. So at this moment, we're not considering airdrops.
Okay, I can see that. That means you are very confident in your team and also in the community, right? There will no need for airdrop or bounty program. That would be very great. And so can you tell us about the hard cap of Jura Network?
Yeah, sure. So currently our hard cap is set at 20 million US dollars.
Yes, I think it's a suitable one for a blockchain combination with DAG model. I really think so. And on the website, it's shown that private sale is ongoing, so people are curious about the information about it. It's like the requirement for investor, or do you have any venture fund? Yeah, something like that. Can you share about?
Yes, we have a very wide range of venture capital funds invested in our project, and these funds have provided us with very solid connections to other funds, media partners, and advisors that required to make our project advance more rapidly. And on the flip side, our token sale agreement strictly forbids the resale of our tokens. So that being said, we're not taking any funds from the pools, and will cancel once we find out that any allocation was given to pool. So please be aware of scammers.
Yes, admin always say that admin never PM you first, right? Beware of scammer. And a great news that you don't receive pool. I think it's a great news for the community. But will you publish the venture fund on the website also?
We'll have more information released and around the team and technology, and perhaps the venture capital partnership and the DApp that potentially will be built on our public chain as well.
Yeah, okay, because the community, they are very curious of that because big fund, when each project have big fund, then it will raise the belief a lot, right? And after you have raised the hard cap, then how do you plan to spending the budget?
Well, that's a great question. So the first order of business in this case would be to beef up our engineering team first, and then to get a project up and running off the ground as soon as possible. So alongside our engineering team, we'll also be hiring some more developers to ensure that our network is fine-tuned and ready for the subsequent testnet and mainnet launches.
Yeah. Okay. So most of it will be spent on technology development, right?
Exactly.
Yes. And how is the project currently going on? And can you share a little bit about your roadmap?
Sure. So currently we have working demos for 3 of the main parts of our technology. Again, the Fusus Data Structure, the POU consensus mechanism, as well as the sharding module. Looking forward, though, we aim to have our testnet launch scheduled somewhere around December of this year, and then followed by our mainnet launch sometime around May or June of next year.
Okay. I think there are a lot of rumors about it, and now we have official news about it, information about it. And you have mentioned about testnet, so could you please share the maximum TPS are you aiming?
Sure. So part of our project is to have a maximum TPS possible. But the question of TPS is kind of an interesting one, just because there's a little bit of disparity between what we really need and what we currently have. So currently we know that for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're maxing out at somewhere around 3 to 15 TPS, depending on traffic conditions.
Yeah.
IOTA gets us somewhere closer to 300. However, that value has been seen to dip to as low as 100 to 200 during periods of high traffic. The number that we aim to attain and surpass is 100,000 TPS. And our initial calculations have shown that our system is indeed able to achieve those levels.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're looking for around like 1 million TPS for the peak value. And as for average, Alex has just covered that.
Okay, I can see that is a really high number, right? So I hope that in the minute you can remain it, or maybe it will be up higher, like more than 100,000 TPS. It would be very great to hear so. So can you tell us a little bit about your competitor? Who do you see as your competitor now?
Honestly, we don't call any other project as competitor, as we are designing everything pretty much from scratch. However, some projects that people might relate to are Nano, IOTA, and the Phantom, perhaps.
Okay, because they have, like you can say that a little bit similar in the idea, right?
There might be some similarity, I say, but I would say to get an essential part of the technology, it's better to read through every single word of our white paper.
Okay, yeah, so people can figure it out more in your white paper. Yeah, and have the team member participated in any conference?
Right, sure. So we're a little bit spread out right now across the US and China. So it's a little bit hard to have the entire team all present at one time at one spot. That being said, though, we were at WDAS, the World Digital Asset Summit in Singapore, and we were also at the Blockchain Connect conference over in San Jose just a couple weeks ago. Next week, we'll be in Korea for the Blockchain Week. If you guys are around town and want to say hi to us, please come stop by. We're always more than happy to go talk to our supporters and our fans out there. We will also be attending the Vietnam Blockchain Day in Hanoi on July 29th. Which I believe is being hosted by Bitcoin. So we'll be sending down a representative or two for that as well. Again, if you're around, say hi to us. We're more than welcome to our supporters.
Yeah, I can see that your team has a really tight schedule. All right, next week in Korea and at the end of July will be another conference in Vietnam, right? So can you share us a little bit more about your marketing strategy, right? Because I can see that you have the Vietnam local community on Telegram. So how about other countries, maybe in Asia or in Europe or like America? Can you share a little?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty much our goal, to have marketing effort worldwide, and we've recruited marketing partners and in the areas that you mentioned, Singapore, Korea, Japan, China, and even for South Africa and some other African countries. So we're gonna make more news and through our media channels. So very excited to share more about our project vision and progress with everyone in the community.
Yeah, so because I follow the Telegram officially channel every day, and I see that the number of members increase rapidly every day, right? Even though that sometimes admins say that please wait is still closed information, please wait a little bit, but they still join every day. So are you impressed of that?
Oh, it's been excellent so far. The community traction we've been gaining over the last couple months has been insane. So thank you very much for all of you guys out there that have been supporting us this entire time. We're doing this for you guys, essentially, making a better blockchain for the future. So keep on following us, and we'll post up new updates as they come out.
Yes, and also I can see a lot of people say that they want to invest on the private sale, but they sent email like weeks ago, and they now still haven't received any reply or response. Yeah, so any word to them?
Okay, I'm terribly sorry to you guys. Unfortunately, our Telegram, our email accounts have been blowing up through the roof. I cannot answer all of them, unfortunately. I'm only one person. So I will get to you guys eventually. I will respond to each and every one of you. However, give us some more time, especially with this blockchain week coming up. We're going to be very busy just traveling around and connecting with people. But however, the best way to connect with us, if you're at this conference, is in person. So if you want to meet up with us in person, please send us a message.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so once again, if you send by email, then it will be a little bit time for you to wait and to get response. But you can meet them in the conference in Korea, right, or in Vietnam, right? It will be better way for them to contact with you. And okay, so I think that is the question. That is the question from our community. So maybe we're gonna wrap up here and last word for our community, or maybe like do you plan to have another AMA when, or do you have any news or anything you want to tell them?
Sure. So we'll have another AMA in the upcoming weeks as we have more progress on our project. Exactly with who and in which venue, not so sure yet. But again, we'll keep you guys posted.
Yes, and how about Iris? Do you have any words for our community?
Just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate all your effort, especially on behalf of our tech team. They were super excited when people talk to them privately about very complex technical questions, because we're glad that the true value and especially the rigorous that we're looking for in our tech venture appreciate across the global. And we're hoping that more people will be interested in the fundamental protocol level stuff for the whole blockchain industry to advance in the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah, and we're recruiting more people join us either in China and US. So send us an email if you're interested as well.
Yes, okay, very promising. And here's just a comment that I want to have here, that you have a really great background and also really great appearance. I think it's a compliment I want to I want to transfer to you, right? Okay. So anyway, thank you for joining our AMA today, and also say thanks to our community. You spare your time joining and giving us a lot of comment as well as question. We hope that the answer today can satisfy part of you. And if you still have more questions, feel free to come to join and follow our official Telegram, right? You have official Telegram and also local community. Feel free to join it and also send email to the team. Yes, they all will welcome you. So I think that is the end of our AMA today. Thank you very much again.
Right, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Jenny, and thank you everyone in the community.
Thanks.
Yes, okay, thank you and goodbye.
Right, bye.
Thank you.